lot of bad things that we doing and doing and doing and doing and doing for them. Yep.
So I don't know, Ed and I can't really relate to this one because obviously we are business owners, but I did read an article that said 1 in 3 workers would take a pay cut for unlimited time off. I think it was like 26% of workers said, if you gave me unlimited time off, you can give me a pay cut. How would that work in the real world? Because you just say, oh, I'm taking tomorrow off, and then next week I'm going to take Friday. You know what, I'm just going to take
taking the year
off.
Unlimited time off means you don't have to go back to work.
Well, no, but
I mean, like, you'll take a pay cut to say, I can take vacations whenever I want and do whatever I want without having to really be approved for it. I can just take time off.
I think there's a couple different variables in there. Like, one, I do feel like most Americans think they're overworked, so I totally understand that.
Okay.
But
fair enough.
How much of a pay cut?
Right.
You know, that plays a role into it. And I also think it depends on what kind of job that you have.
Sure.
You know, like even for me, I think the amount of time that I have off right now is probably more than enough.
Sure, but there's, like you said, there's a lot of people also that I think are afraid to take time off or afraid to use their vacation time because they feel that they're going to get too far behind at work and they're going to get too backlogged, and then their boss is going to be breathing down their neck, and they're like, well, you should have. Well, I am entitled to my vacation time, but then I feel like I'm going to get the wrath of God upon my return. So people are like, you know what? It's not even worth it.
Right.
I'd rather just make the extra money and then save it for the holidays or whatever. That's a problem. I think our society, like you said, we're so overworked. Look at other countries across the globe that do siestas in the middle of the day.
Right,
for an hour.
or have Fridays off.
They have Fridays off, or they take 3 weeks vacation a year, or they have better systems for people, and we don't even bother to look at those systems.
Well, I think the bigger issue is, and I was just talking about this with somebody actually last weekend. It's so crazy that you brought this up. A lot of jobs now, what they're doing is they'll have one person do like literally the job of 3 or 4 people, but pay you for one job.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they'll be like,
more responsibility.
All right, Bob, you're gonna fill buckets, dump water, and and climb the ladder.
Where's that? Is that firefighter training?
Circus? I don't know.
That was a bad example, but I understand what you're saying.
Really bad example.
My point is that they only want to pay you for one job,
but you're wearing 3 hats.
But they want you to do multiple things.
Right. Or they threaten you to say, oh, well, there's a college kid right now who just got out of school who's dying to make this $18,000 a year. You're like, what? Are you kidding me right now? But no.
But I will say that even with that survey, because you said 1 in 3, that's a lot.
That's a lot of people.
So that itself goes to show you that people are overworked. And people feel that they're overworked, that they're willing to take less money
to be
for
away
more of enjoying life.
Right.
Well, I know one of my friends at his company, he was telling me that they actually, was something cool they allowed him to do. I think they give him, I think it was 3 weeks or 4 weeks, I don't remember. And then what they allow him to do is take like a piece of his paycheck out, and basically it goes into like another paid week of vacation if he wants.
Oh, nice.
So he's like, I'm definitely going to do it because...
Yeah, but you're paying for that.
You are, but it's a mindset.
Yeah, it's like
well, I get it.
I think it's like $20, $30 a paycheck or something like that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, then you have 5 weeks of vacation as opposed to 4.
Right. Who gets 5 weeks vacation?
No, I'm saying
every Friday off would be pretty cool, though.
Can't do it.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's not productive.
Not to get off topic, but I do think they should do a 4-day school week.
Well, they kind of do, because Mondays are early release, so kids get out like at noon.
Well, we don't
or
have
1
that.
o'clock. Yes, you do.
Not in Pinellas County.
Does that make me the bad parent that I wish they went to school year round?
Yes. Well, some places do school year round, but then
I'd be okay with that.
But
sorry, kids, I love you.
But then they get 4 or 5 weeks off. You know what I mean? They just do you get weeks off every season or whatever it is. They do that in other countries.
Probably the same countries where 1 in 3 workers don't want to take unlimited money for time off because they already get plenty of time off.